We are now joined by our third-place finisher in today's Auto Club 400, Kurt Busch, driver of the number 41 Haas Automation Chevrolet. Kurt battled quite a few folks out there today, especially towards the end of the race, even the boss man. So talk a little bit about the finish out there.
Yeah, we put ourselves in good position at the end of the race. This race has two mindsets. One is to race 400 miles and not abuse your tires. The other mindset is it's most likely going to come down to a green-white checker or a short run at the end with fresh tires. We ran 6th to 10th most of the day. We might have been able to finish 5th. I think we were running 5th when Boyer spun. And, to be up front and be in position with the Haas Automation Chevy is what we needed. We needed that after, this season's start is good in some reasons with leading laps and running up front, but it's been horrible with our finishes. So it was nice to race the boss, Tony Stewart, today for the win. You're excited in one moment. The second moment when it sets in, it's like, wait a minute, neither the 14 or the 41 won the race today. And, the strategy call was 2 tires. Me and Daniel Knost, my crew chief, we both agreed that was the right call. We beat everybody off pit road by a large margin. And was it because everybody's stop was slow? And maybe we should have put 4 on. It's something that, you look back on because you didn't win. Congratulations to Kyle, my brother. They won the race today with 4 fresh tires, and it was a nice battle up front. I didn't get a perfect restart, but it wasn't a horrible restart. It's just everybody starts pushing and shoving, and I didn't get down into turn 1 leading. I got down into turn 1 side by side with Tony, and the two of us raced for the next 3 miles side by side. So if I could have gotten up front, maybe we could have brought the Haas Automation Chevy to victory lane, but we'll take a top 5 any day.
Okay, we'll open up for questions downstairs first. We'll start right here in the middle with Tom.
Hi, Kurt. Tom Jensen, FoxSports.com. Congratulations on a great run today. Tires seem to be the issue for so many people today. Did you have any concerns during the day? Did you feel anything? Were you worried about it at all?
We were lucky. We had our tire problem with 2 minutes to go in practice yesterday, and that allowed us to go into a conservative approach overnight. I'm glad that we had that. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise to blow a tire and to not pay a penalty by spinning and wrecking your primary car. So tires, Goodyear's doing a good job. It's the same type of tire. But here's what we have. We have faster cars, more downforce, and NASCAR's allowing us to put whatever cambers we want into the cars, and therefore it's up to the team's discretion if you're going to have a problem or not. I've been in this game 15 years, and normally NASCAR mandates what certain air pressures you have to run and what cambers you have to run, not to have a black eye for Goodyear. But by no means is this a problem for Goodyear. It's actually a thumbs up for NASCAR, allowing the teams to get aggressive in all areas.
Okay, we have another one up here up front.
Kyle, 2 questions, or Kurt, 2 questions. You said you decided to go with a little more conservative approach. You did that before the race started. Once all of these problems started coming one right after another, can a team go back on that, or have they kind of made their bed before the race?
You've made your bed before the race starts, but you hope that you're right up against that edge to drive aggressively and use the tires to that level. And then you still have to wait, though, for the track to rubber in and to settle in over the first 300 miles.
Had you and Tony lined up right at the start of that last restart, could you have held off Kyle at that point if you had worked a little more together?
It would have been interesting to see. The 40 car threw a wrench in the program. They stayed out, and so he was actually the control car. So I was second. And when he made his first move, the 40 car, to take off, I did as well. And it seemed like whoever was behind Tony had a serious run, but it was probably because he had 4 fresh tires, and he had that grip out of the left rear tire, where I only had grip with the right rear tire. So it was a good battle. I wish I could have gotten into turn 1 in clean air. We might be over there in victory lane.
Okay, we'll go upstairs for a question.
Wolfgang Monzer from Germany. Kurt, congratulations for the great race. I want to go back to the tire issue problem. You said you had made, together with your team, a conservative approach. Does it mean for the rest of the season you run with a conservative approach, or just for this particular racetrack here in Fontana?
Just this racetrack, just with the tire wear that we saw all weekend. This is a very abrasive track, and it chews up the tires. Next week, Martinsville will have its separate issues. But by the time, we come back to Texas, that tire should have the durability where the teams can go full aggressive again.
Okay. We'll come back downstairs for questions right here to your left. Oh, did you not have a question? Okay. Any other questions down here? Kay. Joanne, Kay.
Very speculative question, Kurt. Do you think it was wise to come in for Gordon when he was leading? Do you think he could have risked his tires and stayed out with the way the tires were performing?
On that last caution?
Yeah.
Because he was the leader. Is that why you're asking? I don't know what happened to him. With 2 laps to go, you would think that you can hang on. We had half the ammunition. We only had two right side tires. 4 tires wouldn't have worked. The guys from behind would have had fresher tires, and they eventually would have caught you.